seriously cool cars. We're looking now at the Red Bull car driven by David Coulthard. We haven't seen him race Formula One car for a long time. There's the current Red Bull driver, Sebastian Vettel. Obviously, he heard I was in the commentary box and he's just making sure that I'm not racing against him this year.
He still looks shattered by it.
he may be. As we're getting ready for a start now, Mick Doohan drops the clutch on that AMG road car. What an awesome bit of kit. And for a road car, it makes an incredibly good race car.
Now, we saw the first one of these yesterday and we were watching from pit lane and it was very, very, very close at the line, wasn't it?
So what happens is that the road car goes first and then there's a time delay before Casey Stoner goes, as we see him now departing that Red Bull V8 Supercar. And then there's another time delay for when David Coulthard will leave in the Red Bull Formula One car. We can see the little worm graph down the bottom there. That shows you where each driver is relevant to the circuit.
Let me ask you about maximum speeds. I know that AMG is capped at 250k. When we think about the Red Bull V8 car, but also the F1 car, we know that Vettel went around in 1 minute 27. What kind of max speeds for the V8 and the F1?
Yeah, so the V8 Supercar is actually Casey Stoner's development series car. It's not the latest car of the future we just saw in the V8 Supercar race, but its top speed will be 270 k's. And the Formula One car here, driven by David Coulthard, it's last year's Red Bull car. It should do around 285, 295, I assume.
The funniest thing, I was talking to some people in the V8 paddock and they were a little bit worried. The C63 is so fast. They were a bit worried about getting the handicap between it and the V8 Supercar right, because it's actually not that much slower.
I think the biggest difference is it's on road tyres. You know, Casey Stoner's fortunate enough to be on full racing slick tyres. It's a proper race car, racing brakes. And Mick Doohan's generally pulled the Rego plate off, replaced it with his name, and he's out there driving that cool machine.
From a handicap point of view, the handicapper obviously wants to try and make it almost like a three-way dead heat, doesn't he?
Yeah, correct. So you're really showing the difference in lap speed and overall performance around the track. So what happens, they had a practice session yesterday morning. Each driver set a lap time in their respective machinery. Then they used the gap in lap time to sort out the starting time. And the aim is to get all three competitors to finish across the start-finish line together. But I tell you what, you really want to win it because it's still a little bit of bragging rights there.
Well, Richard, David Coulthard has good memories of this track, Melbourne in particular. He's won a couple of times on this track, so perhaps some memories flooding back to him right now as he tries to catch this V8 and Casey Stoner.
Yeah, he's got great memories of the Australian Grand Prix, both here and at Adelaide in the past as well. This is going to be very close. There's Doohan, there's Stoner, and there's Coulthard. I wonder if David Coulthard doesn't have this one in the bag.
Well, here we go. So Stoner's pulled out to pass Mick Doohan. David Coulthard's pulled out. He's going to win this one today. That's that's 2-0 for the Red Bull Formula One car.
Oh, and the great thing is they'll do it all again tomorrow and also Sunday. So there is a chance for the other boys to try and make amends. But what a great victory to David Coulthard, just getting there.
The reason I love this so much is because those that don't understand Formula One or haven't seen it, that is the best way to explain how violently fast one of those cars is, because David Coulthard came out of the final corner 5 car lengths behind Casey Stoner. He beat both Casey and Mick Doohan to the line by about 5 car lengths, the same margin.
And over the lap, it's nearly 50 seconds between the slowest car, which is Mick, which is not very slow, and the Formula One car. Just shows you the massive speed differences, and it's fantastic that you can have a demonstration race that really proves that. It's great for the fans.